Peace. It's Raz Fresco. I'm here at hiphop-since-1987.com.
Shout my hip-hop since 1987, niggas. Hip-hop since 1987.com.
It's your boy E Money, chilling with the homie Raz Fresco. What's going on, bro? How you been?
Cool,
my man.
Cool.
Now, you're here in Philly on tour. Is this your first time in Philly?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What was the first thing you did when you touched down in Philly?
We were gonna go to the hotel, but then we had to pull up to the Michelin store real quick. I had to go run into the God Divine real quick. Bless me with some joints. Yeah.
Okay. That's love. I see you stopped at Lorenzo's. It's another spot
just
you
now.
got hit when you get in Philly. All right. Now, for those who don't know about you, 19-year-old producer / rapper, doing a lot of things. But why don't you give the people a breakdown of who you are, when you started, where you from? Tell them about yourself.
Alright, well, it's Raz Fresco. I'm an artist producer from Toronto. Representing Biggest Club. I don't remember the initial date. I started writing music and all that. I've just been writing since the first, second grade. Started producing in the 7th grade. My first year of high school when I was around 15, around there, 16 or so. I put out this project, Welcome to the Biggest Club. I dropped a video laying low. DJ Holiday and his peoples, they reached out. I got a management deal through the commission. Went out there in Atlanta, started messing with them. Boom, politicking, networking, doing producing. Got some joints like French Montana, producer Mac Miller within that time, Tiger, French Montana, Big Sean, B.o.B, Wale, and through that kept working on projects. 1995, I dropped that with Don Cannon, and then I dropped Cakey Pockets after that. Linked up with my manager Soze back home in Toronto. Kept building, pushing the Cakey Pockets project. You know what I'm saying? Starting to do more trips. Traveling to New York back and forth to expand my network, and then it's been since Cakey Pockets till now. I haven't dropped any new solo material, but I dropped some collaboration projects with my homie Chill Will, Biggest Club, and then just been in between all that, it's just been mad grinding and shows and all that, but that's just do it by project, But yeah.
Okay. All right. Now you said you're from Toronto. Toronto's starting to be one of those places where hip hop is really starting to be a fixture. What's it like, break down the hip-hop scene for us in Toronto. What is it like?
There's a whole lot of cats that people never heard because they can't get over the border. So you gotta really go online and peep it. TorontoRappers.com is a dope site because they post everything. There's a lot of different styles that's going on in the city, but there's a whole street scene that people never seen. They can't get exported properly like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dope, just different styles. So if you look at Canada always has that reputation as a melting pot, but also Toronto itself is very Jamaican influence and all that. So you have that, but then you have a different melting pot type aspect to it. So and styles get creative. So you have you have a cat like Trey Mission. You have him, and then you have Trey Mission. You know what I'm saying? He's dope. He has a grime type slang with it. And then there's a cat named Roni that's popping. You know what I'm saying? There's there's mad different artists in the city, So
there's a whole
scene,
a
whole scene that there's a whole little scene and world that's going on in and of itself, All
right. Now, a few minutes ago, like you said, you produced for some pretty big guys and got to work with some pretty big guys. What was it like working with cats like B.o.B, Wale, French Montana? Were you able to be in the studio with them?
Nah, I mean, a lot of those is just, production through, like I said, some relationships and networks and all that. So, it's just taking advantage of that. And then,
what's your weapon of choice when it comes to the production? What do you use?
I mean, for software, I use Reason. I started on Fruity Loops, but I made the transition to Reason real early.
Okay, what made you make that transition for our producers out there?
Alright, so when I had Fruity Loops, I used to be one of the people who hated on Reason. I don't fuck with Reason. That shit looks complicated. Fuck that shit, bomb on people for using Reason and stuff. But then one day I was in the studio. I remember with this dude, one of these older heads that I was recording with at the time, and he was just telling me about different stuff or whatever. And he was just explaining Reason. We were having that same conversation, and he was like, "Nah, it's simple. The step sequencer is like this. This is like this, and then this is like this." He literally said 3 things, And like ever since that day, I went home, and then I like it was like I got the keys to like the box or whatever, like the treasure chest. Like since then, I was just unlock my Reason beat making powers. So I just been using Reason since then.
All right, now what's some of your favorite VSTs? We do a little segment called Behind the Beats, you know what I'm saying? So try to drop a little bit of jewels for some of our producers. And those who don't know VSTs, that's the actual plugins, the sounds. So what's some of your favorite sounds you like to work with?
Okay, but for Reason, they don't have VSTs.
You just use the stocks?
They use, nah. I don't use the stocks, but they got refills.
Okay.
They got refills, and you can get like whole different sound banks and all this type of stuff or whatever. So I mess with the refills, and I try to just there's so many different refills you can get online. Like I got like a big ass list. I don't even know like them off top, you know. But like and also one thing too is if when you're producing, like you just brought up the stock shit or whatever, but like usually them shits is whack as hell. So like what it was dope to do is if you make your own folders, like if you, because you can download so many different type of kits, right?
Tweak or make your own sounds.
Exactly. So you can take like a dope kick out of this kit, and then put it to the side and kind of like make your own kit, you know? So that's something, you gotta like kind of make your own sound. Like even in Reason, they got this little showcase bar where if you drag a sound over to it, it goes into the showcase thing. So from there, you can just pick different sounds and drag them into the showcase and then start to build up your little arsenal.
Man, pay attention,
you know?
man.
So that's a little thing I use, you know?
Okay. Now, you definitely just dropped some jewels for our producers. Let's get to the music, man. Mixtape you just dropped. Screwface tape.
Yeah.
Explain the title, tracks on there, the production, features. Give us the rundown.
Alright, well, I call it the Screwface tape because Toronto has the name Screwface Capital.
Okay.
I knew.
They just put me on.
Yeah, you know, so the Screwface Capital, that's like for a while now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Before I even stepped into the music scene, that was like a name that Toronto had, you know? So that's just me just shedding some light on that with the tape, you know? And again, it was just because I had this Pablo Escobar thing on deck and people want that, so I just wanted to feed the streets with some new music, so I just put together some freestyles and a couple joints that have already been out, and tossed a little 1-2 original on there to spice it up. Package it nice and then just threw it out for the people, you know, and it's been getting a nice little reaction, but it's just a little appetizer, so you know.
If it was coming. Now you dropped the Cursed Blessings video. Are you gonna drop another video for the project?
Yeah. I finished shooting one when I was in NY last week. So that's.
What's the next single that you don't want? You want the sneak attack?
Nah, it's all good. I'll just give you the exclusive. You know, we got an Insomnia video coming out.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So yeah, it's gonna be dope, you know?
Okay. All right, now for people who are just getting put on right now, what would be the first record you tell them to start with? If you want to get in cousin with me, get down. What's the first record I should play for somebody? It's a tough question.
You can go peep the Screwface tape. You can go peep like records like And It Don't Stop, Keiki, you know, T.Dot Piffery, like this. Because the thing is, when I meet people, right? Get a little, like 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes into the conversation, you can kind of get a feel for the person. You can kind of see what track, I got different flavors, so I can be like, alright, I could throw this at them. They might like this type. If it's a person that's on that wavy type stuff, I can be like, alright, I'll throw a little T.Dot Piffery at them, throw a little Motors at them, you know what I mean? And if it's a person that likes some hardcore, boom, boom, I can throw like some no hooks at them, throw the Screwface tape at them, so you know, it's like that. It's mad flavors for many different people, you know, so.
You got something for everybody.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna like something, guaranteed, you know.
Now, I heard you gearing up for, you know, an album, you know, Pablo Escobar. What's going on with that? How many records you got done for that? You got a date? What's going on with that project?
I know. Before you get into the holidays, hopefully you can drop this first single.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And let that marinate with people over the holidays, and then start to roll out the release campaign at the top of the year. But yeah, it's probably gonna be not too long, you know, around like 15 tracks around there, probably.
Okay.
That's what it's looking like it's gonna be, and yeah, man, it's a very solid body of work. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of meat. It's a lot of meat in it. You know, a lot of substance, a lot of, like I said, different flavors. You know, I got some hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Headbanger type shit.
Yeah.
I got some smooth coasting type shit, some reflective, everything, you know what I'm saying? And it's very relevant as far as what's going on right now.
Alright, well yeah, hopefully we get that thing at the top of the year.
And I got some features too, you know what I'm saying? I got Raekwon the chef. You know what I'm saying?
He's a great friend to the site. Shout out Raekwon, yeah.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? He blessed me on there. Came through with some Cuban Links bars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Chuck English, the cool kids.
Shout out Chuck English.
You know what I'm saying? It's, one of my close homies, Bishop LaRue.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Peace to him. Another young cat doing his thing. And yeah, man, you know, Trade Mission.
Okay.
And yeah, you know, got some couple cats on there that, you know.
What about production? Did you do all the production?
Basically, every single joint except for like the first joint is 2 joints in one, and the first half is my homie Randy from Harlem made that beat. So,
okay. Do you like to usually stick to your own stuff? What's something that'll make you jump out there and say, you know what, I'll rap on somebody else's record?
It's just the beat itself. Cause I'm not like it's not like consciously where I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to fuck with nobody else's production, use mine, but
you know what
I'm just
like.
the most proactive in getting my own beats, because I'm gonna make, if I want to beat, I'm gonna make my own shit, because sometimes it takes too long to look for somebody else's shit, like, you know what I mean? So when people just send me beats and like connect right away, like usually those are the tracks where I use other people's beats, you know, because like the way they put the beat together just draws the track right out of me, you know? Like,
okay. Now, as far as your projects, Blacklight is the label, if I'm not mistaken. But Duck Down is the distribution.
And the cool management.
Definitely cool man and legendary. What's it like to be a part of, you know, something that has such a strong legacy like Duck Down?
It's peace. At the end of the day, that's what I came into the game for, you know, to add on to the legacy that was left by everybody else that came before me, you know. So the fact that me working with people like Duck Down and being acknowledged for that, you know what I'm saying? Being acknowledged for that, and it's right where I want to be, you know what I'm saying? And it's right where that's right what I'm trying to do. So everything's right, you know what I mean? So everything's right
where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's all about adding on, you know? So that's just what I came to do with my music, you know? It's not about just like, people say take back to the 90s, bring the 90s back, whatever and all that. It's not really about just, you know, trying to bring the 90s back per se. It's more about, you know what I'm saying, taking the key, what made the 90s so good, you know what I'm saying, and pumping those elements into the times now, you know what I'm saying, in the right way, you know. So that's what I'm about, and, you know, just adding on to that, you know what I mean?
With that being said, let me ask you, as somebody who grew up in the 90s, what is it about the 90s that you're so drawn to? You know what I mean? Guys like you, Joey Badass, some of the ASAP mob, like, I notice your styles, and it's something I'm just curious about. What is it about the 90s that draws you in?
It's because of, like, right now, it's because looking at it, it's like, if me going through music right now, you know what I'm saying? Let's say I wake up and go on my iTunes, right? And, like, I'm playing one classic Mobb Deep album, I'm playing, like, Tupac album, playing a Wu-Tang album, all this shit, right? And then when you go back and then look at, like, the years and the release dates and shit, and you be like, oh, shit, that shit dropped. This project that I always listen to dropped 1 month before this one, and then you try to picture what it was like, and then you're seeing all the, like, the frequency of all these dope albums and stuff. As a fan and someone that grows up on a culture or whatever, just seeing that, it just puts you in a mental place like, wow, this is like heaven, because you're in the place where all your dope projects are. You know what I'm saying? It's such a to people who look back at that, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's almost like looking at ancient Egypt and all the great albums like pyramids and stuff. It's like, wow, look at all this, like, all this great level of,
they do that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like all this great level of lyricism and all this was achieved and all that. So it's like, you know, it's like a again, it's like the pyramids, you know. You look at that and it's like a motivation to be like, all right, we gotta add on, we gotta bring this to a higher level, you know. That's just how I see it.
That's what's up. My daughter's 7. I was trying to explain to her why Tupac is the greatest rapper ever, without actually letting her hear music, but just like really explain, like, no, he's like the greatest rapper ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple. So I love the 90s too, man. That's very dope, and I appreciate what you represent and the music you put out, and just, you know, the care that you handle the craft with. You know what I'm saying? So many people, they get it, they take advantage of it, they exploit it. But I appreciate what you do with it. You know what I mean? That's very dope. So, with that being said, what would be your dream feature? A dream feature for you?
Yeah, other than the Raekwon joint, I already got that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I like
done it real quick, yeah.
Nah. Yo, I do like this, you know what I'm saying? I made a crazy beat, right? And I put, you know what I'm saying? Throw Ray back on there, throw Ghost on there, you know what I mean? Throw Nas on there, give Nas some bars on there, you know, let him do his thing, you know what I mean? Kanye can like say something right there. You know, you like to talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him like a 50 minutes, every 50 seconds to do his little talk, hype the track back up, give him like 8 bars. You know what I'm saying? After that, I have. I don't know. Ooh, I can take us so many places from there. It's about to get too crazy, you know. Damn, from there, that's right. That's how I start planning it. That's how I start planning. That's the foundation to the greatest song right there. You know, all those. From there, I'll just, oh man.
That sounds like a pretty good ass record right there. We start right there. Okay, yeah, that's very, very dope.
Yeah, man.
Now, is there anything you like to leave us with before we? Matter of fact, what advice do you have for any other upcoming artists coming out? How can they get to be, you know, not necessarily where you are, but just more successful? What advice, like I said, would you have for them?
It's like you were saying before, taking care of the craft. You know what I'm saying? It's like how if you're a mason or anybody that works with like construction or anything, they say measure 3 times, cut once. Something like that. You know, you want to before everything you want to do, before you put out your project, anything like that, you want to measure 3 times. You know, cut once type thing. You know, you want to make sure everything's good before you make moves and everything. You don't want to just rush into situations. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists can fuck like that. You know what I mean? Get themselves in bad situations and they were coming up and everything, and then they just because they're a little too quick, they put themselves in a situation where, you know, it might have looked good short term, but long term they like canceled their, like, you know what I mean? They like plateaued themselves, you know? So yeah, yo, one thing is you always want to like try to, again, measure 3 times, cut once. And you never want to shoot yourself in the foot. Sometimes you can be the illest artist and the dopest rapper or whatever, just because like you have a shitty personality and you're not humble and you're not someone that anybody can like. People aren't. It's not easy to work with. Another artist that you feel might not be able to spit as good as you is getting all these opportunities and has this bigger network, and you're wondering why. What the fuck? Why don't people fuck with me? I'm the illest, whatever. But you know, it's because at the end of the day, it's about being a good person. At the end of the day, you still got to be a good person. You still got to, at the end of the day, like be somebody that people can work with. You know.
There you go. That's great advice. Is there anything you like to leave us with before we get out of here? How can people find you on social network, on the internet? How do they find you?
It's Twitter at Raz Fresco, Instagram Raz Fresco 7, Raz-Fresco.com. You know what I'm saying? Get all my projects, see all the videos and all that. You know, for all the Baker's Club projects, what'sinthebakery.com, and yeah, man, you know, go get that Screwface tape. Pablo Escobar is coming soon. You know, yeah, man.
That's what it is. It's your boy E Money. My man, Raz Fresco.
You know
signing out with Hip Hop Since 1987.com.
Peace.
Shout my Hip Hop Since 1987 niggas. Hip Hop Since 1987.com.
And probably get right in the way. Soon as you go home, you're gonna step right in the way. Like, I'm not rapping for you nut ass niggas. I don't rap because I like to rap. I rap because I'm trying to get paid off the motherfucker. There's no way I'm gonna get paid off rapping in prison, so I ain't rapping not one fucking time.